Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Taste of Ellsworth event. Today we're checking out Flexit Cafe and Bakery. Hopefully I did good. All right, so I'm here with Paul from Flexit Cafe and Bakery in Ellsworth as part of the Heart of Ellsworth, Taste of Ellsworth collaboration. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Good, Wayne. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir. So, walking in, the name's Flexit. That was a question me and Jim Lee had initially. Was why Flexit? What's the name?
Yeah, we get asked that question a lot. So, part of it is that there's this term called flexitarian, which is someone who has not a narrow approach to diet, but like say a vegetarian who eats meat occasionally, or a guy who loves hamburgers but will have a veggie burger once in a while. But when our graphic designer, that was one of the names we were considering. When our graphic designer sketched out a visual thing for that with the Rosie the Riveter inspired thing, we thought, oh, that's perfect because flex it. You know, she's flexing her arm, and then the name which went with that so well, which was good because a lot of people don't know what flexitarian is, but
I have no idea. I had no idea what it was. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense.
So anyway, but we thought the name fit the logo, and we just went with it. It also, for us, connotes just like flexibility, a can-do approach to things, and then the flexitarian thing, because our menu has a lot of different things on it, and we have vegan choices, gluten-free choices, we have some standard familiar food, and then we have some things that are a little bit less familiar to people that some people have never had before until they came to Flexit, like the banh mi sandwich. So, you know, we thought it was a fun name. That's the short answer.
It answered like 95% of my questions. That's great. So, okay, we'll go over. You had us you sent Jim Lee a text about what type of food you had here, and you said pie. So, what type of pies do you have, since I'm a pie man?
Oh, so right now we have 3 different kinds of pies. We got apple pie, blueberry pie, of course. You have to have blueberry pie in down East Maine. And we have a mixed fruit pie. And then, you know, around the holidays, we also do like pumpkin pie and pecan pie, and we'll probably do some other pies this summer. We have a lot of delicious baked goods here. You know, we have dessert bars and cookies and muffins and cupcakes and breakfast pastries.
So out of all the foods that you have here, which is a large variety, because I did not know what flexitarian was, now I do. What is your favorite choices to have for yourself?
For myself, I love the banh mi sandwich. It's fusion cuisine. You know, Vietnam used to be a French colony, so it originated in Vietnam, but they use a baguette, which came from the French, mayonnaise, which is French, but then the protein, like we have a roast pork one, we have a baked marinated tofu, we have baked haddock, and then it's got piled on with lots of fresh cilantro and slivers of jalapeno peppers and pickled carrots and slices of cucumber, and it's on the baguette, so you get this crunchy and then from the baguette and chewy, and then this whole explosion of flavors and textures, and it's just great.
He knows a lot about banh mi.
Yeah. And then I've actually printed out a little blurb about banh mi, because when we do catering sometimes, we'll do like box lunches for 100 people, and one of the choices is banh mi, but the organization, some of the members don't know what banh mi is, so I send that along with the menu. I also love the Cubano. So I lived in Brooklyn, New York before I moved here, and there were a lot of Puerto Rican and Dominican restaurants in my neighborhood, and they all had Cubano sandwiches on the menu. So I just fell in love with Cubano. And so we make it here. We do slow roasted pork. We have thinly sliced, really delicious ham and Swiss cheese, and the slices of pickles and Dijon mustard on a tolera bun, which is like a Latin American panini bun. And that's a great sandwich too.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Yes, Cubano is one of those sandwiches that you can never get enough of.
Yeah, and we get people come here sometimes from like Miami or other places where where they have a lot of Cubano places, and we've gotten nice compliments on ours. So
Awesome, awesome. So what is sort of the favorites of, I guess, locals or anybody who stops by? I know you like the banh mi. Is that a
Yep.
general thing?
That's gotten more and more popular because as people try it for the first time, they get hooked on it. And but probably our top selling sandwich might be the grilled chicken panini, which has this grilled chicken that's marinated in rosemary and garlic and lemon and olive oil and mustard, and then it's got provolone cheese and pesto and fresh tomatoes. So that's also on the tolera bun. So that's a favorite. Our breakfast sandwiches, actually, we sell more of those than anything else. So
Really?
yeah, we do a wide Thomas's English muffin, and we have applewood smoked thick cut bacon that's raised from pork that's raised without antibiotics, and our ham is also that way, and then we've got sausage that's also raised that way. And you can get a veggie sausage too, and you get a vegetable egg sandwich with spinach and tomato. And we sell them all day long. Like we don't do breakfast in the morning and stop before lunch. We just do it all day long. And
You guys literally sell everything food-wise here.
not everything, but we sell. We have a pretty good selection.
So what do you think Flexit brings to Ellsworth that makes it stand out?
So when my wife and I decided we wanted to open a second restaurant, we'd had Finn's for 4 years or so at that time. We wanted a place that would really enhance the community. That would be what's called the third place. So most people have two places in their lives: their home and their work. Two places that they go to on a regular basis, and they spend a lot of time at those two places. So a third place is a place where you can come and also spend a lot of time. It's not every restaurant qualifies, because most restaurants, you come in, you eat, you finish your meal, and you leave, right? But here, you can hang out, and you don't even have to get a meal. You can just get a latte or cold drink or whatever, and you can meet a client here. You can meet a friend. You can work on your dissertation or your master's degree. You can just read a book. I mean, it's a place where we wanted a place where people feel comfortable just coming to hang out, and of course enjoying the food and the other menu items we have. So, a coffee house in general often has that vibe. So we have couches in here. We're missing 2 couches right now because of COVID, but we'll put them back at some point. And we'll also put more tables and chairs here. But we've got just a variety of seating options, and we encourage people to just come and make it a hangout.
A third place.
Yeah.
So that was going to actually be a follow-up question: is what changes were made because of COVID and kind of.
Yeah. So we took out a bunch of tables and chairs to allow more spacing between them. We always did a lot of takeout. Now we're doing more takeout. We have some outdoor dining. People are using that more. We kept the tables and chairs outside all winter long, which we haven't done in the past. And I mean, not every day during the winter, but every month of the winter, there were days when people sat outside. If it was 40 degrees and the wind wasn't blowing, people would sit outside.
Just goes to show how good your food is.
They'd bundle up and sit outside. Yeah, so those are the changes, and we're looking forward to the day when we can bring some of the tables and chairs back and bring those 2 couches back that we took out. There is a couch and a smaller, two couches in the other side there, but we had 2 over here as well.
Well, hopefully this will persuade people next year when Taste of Ellsworth is in person to actually stop by and enjoy the food that you guys offer. I really like that term, Flexit.
Yeah.
Like the Flexitarian. I learned something new today, which excites me.
We got some pushback on that initially.
Really?
Well, before we opened, I had several friends who came to me separately from each other and said, Paul, before you are fully committed to this, I have to urge you to think of a different name. Flexit's a horrible name. I was like, why? Why is it horrible? They're like, people are going to think it's a gym. And I said, well, they might think that, but as soon as they walk in, they're going to see there's no gym equipment and that it's a restaurant. Also, the full name is Flexit Cafe and Bakery, so that's also a clue that it's not a gym.
Oh,
yeah,
I could not have guessed that. Not at all. I think it puts forth a good mindset to have towards just everything, like food, life, and I like the logo. She wants to get a shot of her flexing beside it when we go out later. So
so many people, especially visitors will come here in the summer or any time of year, and we have a big sign out front on the building, and they'll pose. Like a family of 4 will pose, and they're all flexing, and they'll ask me to take their picture.
That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
Your logo gets people who want to take photos with it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey guys, so we're back at the house. We took home 4 different tacos, a Cubano, 2 different types of pies, and we were initially only supposed to have 1 slice, but my husband can't really contain himself when it comes to sweets, so we got 2. I believe in this plate here, don't know if you guys can see it, we have the, there you go.
Talking.
We've got the, let's see, sweet potato and black bean, which is the vegetarian substitute for the tacos. And they all have avocado, salsa, pico de gallo, a mango vinaigrette, cabbage, cilantro, and Pineland Farms feta cheese.
Feta?
Feta.
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 Feta cheese. All right, what else we got meat-wise?
Meat-wise, I think this one is the slow roasted pork. This one right here, which looks amazing. This one's probably the seasoned haddock.
That's on the left.
That's on the left. And then carne asada. No, chicken. Grilled chicken.
Yeah. It's
I
definitely
don't know
chicken.
my meats. Do you want to talk about your Cubano, since that's like your favorite thing?
I got a Cubano. Not much to say besides the fact they're going to be delicious. I can already tell. Paul, the owner, was saying that he gets a lot of compliments even from people from like Miami, where like Cubanos are big, in Latin America and stuff like that, which is awesome. And then we've got a blueberry pie, because once you're in Maine, you can only have blueberry pie. That's a lie. You can have any kind of pie you want. And then we got a mixed berry pie, which is I think he said it was strawberry, rhubarb, apple, and I can't remember the other ones, but that's gonna be good as well. We also had the silverware, which I'm mentioning silverware because it is compostable cutlery made from plants, which I think is really cool, because when I first saw it, I pulled it out the bag, I was like, man, they were doing great all the way up until they pulled out the silverware, because I'm not a fan of like silverware, but because it's compostable, English hard, I think that's pretty cool. I do like that. So overall, Flexit was awesome, learned some cool things, and I would go into more detail about the Cubano, but that would be taking away from Paul's expert knowledge on the Cubano, which I don't want to do that. I like Cubano because of the movie Chef. If you guys haven't seen it, you should probably go watch it. It's kind of why I started like cooking and stuff too, which is awesome. So I'm excited for this.
I think also they were saying that like the building, right, was...
Oh yeah, so...
Like we learned so many things by just talking to Paul, and Paul is amazing and so knowledgeable. And he was talking about the building used to be a Freemasons spot. Or
built by the Freemasons.
And they used to all gather there.
Yep.
Before they had purchased it, I think, right?
Before the previous owner purchased it, and then they sold it to the new owner, who now is on top of Flexit.
Okay, yeah. I knew there was a connection somewhere.
Which you guys will see, like in the video, you'll see a sign that says no smoking or placing cigarettes or food on the game tables, and there's no game tables in there, and that's actually a sign that carried over from the Freemasons occupying it. And then beyond the actual Freemason sign they have in there, which you guys will see, there's also a painting of Rosie the Riveter, how would you say it? I don't even remember how to say it. Like an interpretation of Rosie the Riveter that was commissioned during the pandemic, which is kind of cool. I think the whole the painting was nice. And it's also because it's got a guy in it with a beard that's kind of like hanging on, but he's chilling. He's like this with his long hair and beard, which is cool. So
reminded me of him when he doesn't braid his hair.
That's what she said. That's literally what she said. So we're gonna go ahead and take a bite of something. What do you want to go with?
Oof, I don't know. I'm probably gonna try this vegetarian one. The pickles smell good. I mean, the pickles smell like a pickle, but I love pickles. So I bet my mouth's been watering for a pickle.
All
and
right.
I think I've said pickle too many times in that sentence. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah. This is really good. You guys are gonna sit here and listen to filler. I'm just gonna take one bite so I don't detract from the video. That is good. Paul, good job. That's an amazing job. Good Cubano. I appreciate it.
That's got a lot of flavor.
What is it?
It's the
Is it the
sweet
vegetarian?
potato and bean, black bean one.
Don't mind it.
But that's not.
Don't mind that. That's corn.
Does it have corn in there?
No, is that corn tortilla?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
I don't
That
see
threw me
corn.
off. I thought it was gonna be like flour.
It's corn tortilla.
That's good.
It was really good.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this. She's about to stuff her face. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Paul at Flexit Cafe and Bakery. It's not a gym. For allowing us to put a camera in his face, which I'm sure he didn't mind because he kind of stole the show. And I appreciate that because it makes my job super easy. We'd also like to thank the Heart of Ellsworth and this whole Taste of Ellsworth project, as well as
Me.
Machias Savings Bank for sponsoring these videos. You're doing great.
That too.
If you guys are in the Ellsworth area and actually want to try this food out, they are right there in downtown. You can't miss them. They've got a big sign. A lot of people take pictures with the sign. And as you can see from the intro, there is going to be, me flexing and introducing the video. You're
You
welcome.
kind of have to.
Yeah, it's kind of like an expectation.
Yeah. So if you end up going there and you flex, tag us, tag Flexit, tag Heart of Ellsworth. We'd love to see it.
Yes, absolutely. If you guys are not following them, follow them on Instagram. I don't know if they have a YouTube.
Heart of Ellsworth has a YouTube.
Heart of Ellsworth has a YouTube. I was talking about Flexit.
Oh, Flexit has a Facebook page though.
So go to Facebook and like them on Facebook, and then go ahead and follow Heart of Ellsworth. That's going to be another good one. Or us,
We'll have all the links down below.
down there in the below space.
The links down below.
Yep.
Like I said.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this. If you could do us a favor, like, subscribe, or definitely do what you want, because I'm still not your dad. Have a good one.
That was a good one.